The show's rolling.
Yeah, I'm ready
man.
whenever.
What's going on?
Are we?
Yeah,
are
we're
we
live.
actually started?
We're started, homie.
Oh man, I was like not ready.
What is
All
up,
right.
guys?
What's up, Airsofters? Welcome back to the new and improved Not So Round Table. Things might look a little bit different to you, in addition to the three awesome guys sitting here with us. Took us about a month and a half to get the new insert up and running. We're changing things up, everything from the new Helm of Reasoning to a slightly different format. We're joined on our flagship episode, or I guess our inaugural episode of the new revamped insert, by three awesome guys from Enola Gaye Airsoft. You guys know that they make fantastic
Smoke grenade and
products, everything from smoke grenades to now flashbangs and some really cool pea grenade style explosive products. Darren, Omar, and Daniel are here joining us. Welcome, guys.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us on this experiment, on this voyage.
You didn't give us any choice. You held us up at gunpoint.
Yeah, no, but
We did do that.
why did you guys come down here today?
So we
To
were
hang
invited
out.
down to do a
But-
three-gun competition
Okay.
at Tac City. BB War style three-gun competition.
Yes. Okay. So Matt and Miguel ran the course along with Darren and
ran it, and I
Omar.
ran it.
Who had the fastest time out of the four of you guys?
I didn't even look, to be honest.
Who had like the best score? Who do you think had the best score? Let's.
I mean,
I think Omar.
So
might
I had all hits, 0 misses, no kills.
Okay.
you had the best. Yeah, you had the best performance, I think.
And you ran it offhand. The whole.
I
thing.
I ran left-handed because I felt that's what was better.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not
Because
left-handed.
I remember saying when I saw you start off, I was like, oh, Omar's left-handed, but you're not left-handed.
I'm not left-handed, but it's BB Wars, so like anybody can be left-handed in BB Wars, right?
I can't shoot left.
It's just like practice it over and over again. You'll get better at it.
The funny thing is that like we don't have CQB fields,
Yeah.
so I have no reason to like switch
Transition.
because I gotta like pie corner. I play in the desert.
Yeah. Why are you so good at left-handed?
I want to be John Wick.
Yeah.
It's a good aspiration.
Good
Who
timing
doesn't
for that,
want to be
good timing
John Wick, man?
I think based on I had the fastest time, but I had one miss, and
You had really tight groupings. Miguel's groupings were all over the place, and he killed like 2 of the targets. he
I
was
ran it
supposed to.
clean. I was just really slow.
Don't shake your head. What? You could speak up.
But you really weren't that slow though.
I felt like I was really slow. I felt like it was like very methodical. And
Yes, it was methodical,
It was.
but
but
your
everything
groups
was
were
AB,
the tightest.
AB, AB.
Yeah.
You had like BB on almost every target.
Yeah. And the thing I found out too is that in order to count a target as a kill, you had to hit an A or at least 2 Bs.
So I killed
Oh.
everything.
Yeah, so even though Miguel hit every target, he did not kill every target.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He's
Yeah.
like shoulder.
Bunch of flesh wounds.
Yeah, in his mind though, they were all.
I mean, I guess in real airsoft, you did hit him. He just didn't call his hits.
The rules, yeah. Oh yeah. There you go. Like, he didn't call his hits.
Yeah.
See,
But
he
by
the
rules,
target
not
cheated
knowing
on
that,
you.
I should have done it again, but
Yeah.
I like it. It was fun.
No, it was an interesting experience. Personally, I've never done a 3-gun or shooting competition. Have you
Nope.
guys ever
No,
done any competitive shooting?
again, we live in a desert. All we do is play desert.
From an airsoft.
So
stand.
is it tan versus tan then?
Yes.
That must be exciting.
No.
Tan shirts versus
No.
skins. So tan versus
In the
red.
summertime, it gets close.
Yeah.
Summertime gets close.
100 degrees and the sun's already down. So
Yeah, I do not miss Las Vegas.
Although I'm wondering, like, I remember watching a special about like all the sewer systems and drainage channels in Vegas. Like, I wonder, has no one thought to convert that into some sort of airsoft arena? You'd have to push out all the homeless.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say there's people living down
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just start playing down there and just see what happens. I guess.
Just start handing out iPro an hour before you play.
No. Who's saying anything about iPro here? It's
The
just-
benefit is that it doesn't rain, so
Yeah,
you
very
don't have to worry
rarely.
about water hazard, right?
Yeah, very rarely.
Very
Just
true.
meant for those flash floods.
Yeah, once a year, twice a year, maybe,
Twice a year.
if that.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are here for one reason, and that is because we like to answer questions here on the Not So Round Table. So, getting back into the rhythm of things, let's have a question and answer period. You guys are familiar with the show. You know
Yeah,
how that
absolutely.
works. All right, the Helm of Reasoning has a collection of questions from previous videos as collected by Chris or one of our other marketing team members. Those have gone into the Helm of Reasoning. Usually, we have our guests start us off. So, if you guys want to rock, paper, scissors.
He's on the edge, right?
I'm always on.
Rock,
the
Rock,
edge.
paper, scissors.
He lives
I
life
know.
on
Rock,
this.
paper, scissors. 2 out of 3. All right.
Okay.
Let's do it. Come on. All you guys go, and then
Ready?
whoever is still
Are we
standing.
doing 1, 2, 3, shoot?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, shoe.
Okay.
Okay. And then we'll judge this in a methodical
Yep.
way that Matt and I don't know how to
All
do.
right, ready? I'm going to win.
Okay, you're gonna win.
Okay.
Yeah. Ready?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you
All right.
throwing Spock or something?
We're not playing rock, paper, scissors, Spock. Okay, go. Hand grenade. I win.
Damn. Well,
Man,
won
but you
with
didn't
some
have
power.
the- but you
Yeah,
didn't
all right,
time it.
Omar.
Oh.
You're correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, Omar, go first.
All right.
I've always wondered why more things aren't decided with thumb wars.
Because like
Because I have small hands.
they don't make
See,
luchador
like-
masks for my hand and like little cape.
Fair
Like
enough.
my wife and I, what we do is like if like both of us are in bed and somebody has to like turn off the light or something like that, we're like, okay, who's got the like we rock paper scissors for it.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you thumb ward.
No, I'm going to propose that now because I'll have a better chance of winning.
You want to know a really cool trick too? Watch this. Daniel, check this out. Okay, so we're thumb warring, right?
Yeah.
Take your index finger.
Tag
Tag
Boom.
team.
Oh yeah,
team.
tag team. Yeah.
Love it.
Royal
Yeah.
Rumble.
Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble. What is a Royal Rumble?
Royal Rumble, you get them all.
I've just been destroyed.
I have to do it. I have small hands. My thumbs were never.
But that grip strength.
Yeah.
Man.
Jeez.
All right,
I had a short career in thumb wrestling.
Okay.
let's do it. So Reese Williams, dear insert. I'm looking to get a new optic for medium range engagements. I've narrowed it down to a T1 style scope or a 30 millimeter cantilever style scope. Which of these two would you recommend? Thanks. Love the show. Reese Williams.
What was the optic that you were using on your gun today to bring you to victory at?
It is
Two
a
Well,
Trigicon SRS. It's the big fat style scope, red dot fiber, money.
I will say, the sight picture
Is
picture's
amazing.
is so good.
Amazing.
Yeah.
well, Miguel rocks an MRO on his. I have an
bigger
MRO
than that.
on my real rifle, and I really like the MRO over the T1 style because since the front lens is a little bigger, you get a much better sight
Yeah,
picture.
which is
And
why I
it's-
don't like
it's-
the T1.
Exactly. The T1 will kind of tunnel vision you sometimes, which is some reason why people still prefer EOTechs.
Personally, on everything but my full-length M27 upper, which I run a short dot on, I run T1s on everything because I'm a creature of habit, and that's the only one I learned how to zero.
Yeah.
I run 4 times short dots on everything. for
Okay.
ACOG, all across the board.
I'm tempted to switch to a short dot for Airsoft, just because that way you can see the BBs a lot better. You can actually kind of like be a little bit more effective on the Airsoft field.
Daniel, what do you think?
Well, I use it 4 times as well, more like an L-can style.
Okay.
I mean, I'm stuck on fixed sights now with the zoom. Love them.
Yep.
Can't see myself playing without it now.
And I mean, do you guys find them like to be actually effective in
Yes.
Airsoft? Because that's the biggest question, right? Is at what distance does the red dot become ineffective? Like you
Yep.
might as well just follow them.
Yeah. Magnified just because it's functional. Like, you can look,
You can see
All
you
right.
hitting your target, so you won't get
you can
angry.
walk it in, just your hop, throw it in the windows. Like,
Any different suggestion from you?
When I'm running his stuff, because I steal his quite often, because we've been connected at the hip for like a decade, I actually prefer to run 4 times. But I've had a T1 on my gun that I run all the time just because it's on there.
Sure.
And honestly, I'm just too lazy to change it.
Yeah,
It's
that
tan, the
comes-
gun's tan, it just stays on the gun.
Yeah,
So-
that's a creature of habit.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yep.
happens like that.
But I very rarely ever use it. The dot never gets turned on. It's just aesthetic junk at this
It's
point.
Airsoft, it looks good.
Yeah.
right?
On my real rifle, completely
So
different.
it
but-
sounds
Yeah.
like the consensus is if you can afford it, check out the short dots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, the short dots are definitely going to run you a little bit more. I recommend the AIM Sports or the NC Star one. Very good.
Dude, the Vism I have is
That's what I
Yeah,
have.
that's the
incredible.
He's
Vism,
got
yeah.
he's
The
so
sight picture's
Yeah.
amazing.
nice
Yeah.
glass.
Yeah,
And the eye relief
yeah,
is,
the eye relief
really
is
nice.
one-
for an
That's one
airsoft
to come.
scope.
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah,
pretty
you don't have to
impressive.
get right up on it.
I just like it
I'm
so you
using a
can trace your
Bravo.
trajectory. I mean, you have no problem. You know where your hop's at. You know when you're hitting your target, so you don't get angry. When you get a little red dot, not sure if you're hitting them.
The next question is from Copycat Airsoft. Dear Insert, so I'm a former member of the RC community and have thought about building extra vehicle with an airsoft gun on top as well as a camera to aid in driving. Do you think this would be allowed in fields or at fields or even in milsim? What about the use of RC either in a vehicle or a drone for use of surveillance in milsim? Thanks, love the show. That's a mouthful.
Yeah.
So let's get on the topic of RC vehicles, gun mounted with cameras. Yay or nay?
I've done quite a bit of RC racing in the past. Before I got into airsoft, I was really into RC carpet racing and stuff.
I played with like Traxxas and stuff out in the
Yeah.
desert.
Yeah.
I think an RC vehicle is a viable thing on an airsoft field with 2 exceptions. line of sight is going to be key unless you have a camera mounted to it, and then you're limited by range. How are you going to get that video output back to your eyes? You know, Bluetooth has a limited range, Wi-Fi almost impossible,
And it's delayed.
and there's a delay. And so, yeah, vision is another thing, is one thing, and then firing a gun from it, I would consider, and I think most fields would consider that blind firing.
Yes.
Because you're not behind it.
I mean, especially with, like I said, the delay from the camera. So you're shooting, and when you're shooting, who knows, something could have crossed directly in front of your path of your gun, and you didn't even know it at the time because you're not getting live like as it's happening video.
And you guys did RCs too?
I don't know. Yeah, I did. I mean,
Okay.
because out in the desert, right? Like, you get essentially the desert is its own like mountains when you're talking about RC cars, right? Scale wise, they're just in the dirt, flip them, and
Crash them.
I had lots of crashing.
Light on
lots
fire.
of
Lots of burning.
Nope.
So you can have
No.
fun with that
No.
because you have terrain.
I didn't have lipos yet,
Yeah,
right?
I
I
know.
still had
Yeah, this
NiCad
is the
batteries.
NiCad battery day.
Yeah, so
Oh, God.
yeah. But I remember back in the day when like TM used to make the little tanks and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
so,
we still have those, I think.
yeah,
Well, not the
I mean,
TM ones,
I
we have other
remember,
ones.
Yeah, you mount the camera to that. It's a
And
good
then,
start.
I mean, as for surveillance, I think people have done it in Airsoft or Milsim before.
Yeah.
But obviously, right now, I think it's more popular from a media standpoint. I don't know if you guys have a drone with Milsim Media or not.
We did at one point.
Who crashed it?
Well, it ran away.
It ran away.
About
The
this
first-
time last year.
The
wasn't
first
it?
one,
Russo's
it took
fault.
off.
Russo's
Yeah.
fault.
You sure it wasn't?
I was at
anybody else's
a
fault?
national event and it was kind of having a bad day and I looked at my phone and Roos was like, the drone just flew off and I'm like, are you kidding me? So we have yet to replace it. We're still waiting for a claim with DJI on that one. It's taking a little time.
That's
Yeah,
been almost a
interesting.
year, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, I mean, I've seen some really good stuff come out of the Milsim West guys, and I think there's a few other guys out east who are doing it as part of their media package, and they've done a really solid job.
I think the difficulty with using a flying drone, especially to do surveillance, is you have to go into the use of it knowing it's gonna get shot. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
if it's in game,
Yeah.
it changes the rules.
Like
right?
if I know that it's not a media guy covering the event and to ignore it, like I'm shooting it out of the sky. Sorry. Like
Dope.
if you want to use it in game, just know it's getting shot.
get an air powered net gun. And,
Dude, or just like one of the APS 870s.
Drone fighting. Drone fighting.
I've always wanted to put like an RC, like a Traxxas, like off-road, with a Claymore, like a remote det Claymore. I think
I remember
that'd be
those.
dope.
Those used to be popular.
Yeah, and just hook the trigger to a servo. But they're so sensitive,
Yep.
it'll pop over the first stick. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to hit us up with another
Yeah,
question?
hit us up with one more question, bro. I don't know why I took the next question. I should have given it to you guys.
That's all right. All good.
Oh, Darren, you get to answer a question. Don't be a
Kaiser
baby.
Soze. What is
Kaiser
it?
Soze?
Yeah, Soze?
Soze?
Soze.
It's okay. I butcher names all the time. Same with Matt.
Usual suspects.
What is the difference in effectiveness between a 6.03 and a 6.01 type bore barrel? Does the 6.01 jam more because of its size, or do they need more clean than a standard barrel? What are the boosts to FPS and groupings? Thanks, and love the show.
Thank you very much.
It's a technical question.
He's practically
question.
answering. He's practically answering the question in his own
Yeah.
post, which is kind of cool.
Yep.
I think the only good use, I don't know if you agree or you guys agree, but 601s in indoor, I think, are probably one of the few times that it's pretty reliable.
Yeah.
Other than that, if you're trying it outside, you get a lot of dust.
Well, then the other thing is what BBs are you using? Are you going through to take a micrometer of your BBs? Are you getting 5.95s? Are you 5.97s? Like,
Yeah.
you
And
know,
Well,
that's a variable
and
as
I
well.
some
think that's an
BB
important
companies-
point too. Is
yeah.
that it's a common misconception that 6mm BBs are truly
Correct.
6mm dead even. They're oftentimes a bit under that because people are using tight bore barrels. It's
Yep.
forced BB manufacturers to decrease the diameter because people are complaining of jams. I think the important thing to know too is that unlike a traditional barrel that shoots a bullet and has rifling that controls the spin of a bullet, a BB is riding both on the backspin of a hop, but it's also riding on a cushion of air
Yep.
inside the barrel. And when you use a tighter bore barrel, that's decreasing that cushion of air. So you're actually going to get arguably less performance out of a really tight bore barrel if you're not using precision BBs and if you haven't really fine-tuned your system to do that.
Do you remember when they did airsoft rifle barrels, like the Tiny Cobas?
Oh yeah,
Cobas,
dude, TKs were
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
they worked out to what?
Yeah. You had to
100
go
feet?
Yeah, but you had to go low FPS to get you off. Anyways, yeah, off topic.
If you guys remember that,
Yeah.
comment below.
I don't
If
think-
you've been around,
I
for
don't
10
even. I
years.
don't remember it. I don't remember it, to be honest with
I've
you.
been playing a long time.
I mean, a lot of guns out of the box come with 605s, and if you're using standard BBs now, nowadays. You're going to get pretty good performance, especially out of high performance type guns.
Not to mention, with a growing popularity of air-powered airsoft guns, you really should be looking at wide bore barrels because that cushion of there really
air
helps
pocket.
your distance. Yeah.
Yeah, that works really good with an HPA setup. Castro, did you choose a question?
Yes, I did.
Matt,
I think
your
we
turn.
Go to Matt.
Yeah, your turn.
All right, here we go.
That was a very good question, by the way.
Mexicoon asks, I'm new to airsoft. I played speedball for the past 5 years. I imagine he means paintball. Is that what speedball is?
Yeah, speedball.
Now I've decided to go on to airsoft, but I also want to do speedsoft style, but still keep the milsim feel. Mil speed,
Mill
if
speed.
you will. He didn't say that. I'm
No, we're
paraphrasing.
going to call it mill
You're
speed.
How can I do that? That's a really good question. You've kind of hit a sore spot for a lot of people in airsoft, and that's that there really are two divided communities in a lot of different places. There's guys that purely see airsoft as a training implement or as one for military simulation, and there are guys that see it much akin to paintball in that it's really meant as a speedball tournament style product or hobby. There aren't a whole lot of people that are doing
Both.
a mix of both in the same location, I guess, at the same time.
I would say that you're kind of a mill speed guy if you think about it. You're a CQB guy,
Yeah.
right? You like to play that indoor style play.
Yeah,
And then if you go to a national op and you play at a fancy location, it's now milsim.
that's
And
true.
it's mill speed, right? Because it's a mix of both worlds.
Okay, so I want to come back to that, but
Matt is the master of mill speed. I mean,
No.
I reason I say that is because Matt was a speed softer for a long time.
That's what I'm saying.
Like a legit straight only speed softer until you were basically forced to go to Milsim events.
It's
for
true.
You know,
That's
I'm not
true.
I'm not throwing him under the bus because he's adapted to.
I remember because it was
But like, there's different flavors of all types of airsoft, and you know what? There's people out there who will only be like, this is the only way to play. But it's like, dude, it's like, if it's just your way to play, guess what? You won't have a sport anymore because there won't be enough people to keep the industry alive.
As long as you're having fun with it.
Yeah, like if you're only into milsim, guess what? There's not enough milsimmers in the country who are just like your type of milsim to basically fund the entire industry throughout the world.
same can be said for
Yeah,
CQB and
same for
Speedsoft,
Speedsoft. Yeah, exactly the same thing.
We're all
If
shooting
it's
the same
all
thing.
just guys just running HPA and pistols, and whatever else speed softers like to run, then it's also not going to survive. So you need all elements. You need the milsimmer, the veterans, the gamers, the paintballer, ex-paintballers. You need all those elements to kind of coincide to create the airsoft community as a whole. Mic drop.
Like
Sweet.
playing video games.
If you want to do something that does kind of both at the same time, I would look for milsim events that take place in urban facilities.
Yes.
Because that's where you're going to get, the closest thing to speedball, but with a military simulation structure. So, attending a Lion Claw event at George Air Force Base or any other airsoft event at George Air Force Base or a CQB-oriented field like
Guardian Center.
Guardian Center, Ironclad,
Faded.
Faded Giant.
For sure faded.
Look out for those kind of events that take place in urban environments.
And you could be
That'll
the
really.
first guy in the door every time.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. You
That's
can be that
not
guy
me.
going gun
So
ho
you go
all the
ahead
time.
right in front of
Now,
me.
the
You don't-
events that
Miguel
maybe
always first
all
in
these
the
events
door.
need that first guy.
the events that maybe you're camping on the field, stuff like that, may not be your flavor right now. But give it time. Maybe you like the outdoors. I don't know. There's some people who just like to go shower. So
No, I've really
Nothing wrong
learned to
with that.
appreciate milsim. Yeah.
you have.
Yeah. I remember the first milsim I went to was New Horizon. And it was, Evike was just like, hey, do you want to go to an
Santa
outdoor
Ranch.
airsoft event? And I was like, what, people play airsoft outside? What is that? What is that about? Why are they wearing camouflage? What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Santa Ranch, Bamboo Thicket, been there plenty of times.
Yeah, that river.
I like that place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't fall in the river.
Don't
Well,
fall in the river.
I imagine it's wet now.
Yeah, it's
Again.
certainly wet now.
But the past 2
and
years
it's
it's
coming
been
up. New
bone
Horizon
dry.
is coming up, and who knows? Maybe it'll be wet again for the first time in like 3 years. The drought is still on.
Yeah.
But even with all this rain and how green it is, it's still on.
All right, who would like to pick another question?
Come on, Omar.
Okay.
Full circle.
Full circle.
Dun dun dun.
That looks like a lengthy one.
No, it's actually not that bad.
And the question.
It's just,
Ian Frink. Hey, Matt. and George. It says in parentheses, and George.
And guests.
And everybody.
And guests and everybody.
My favorite weapon is an FNFAL SLR, and I was wondering when we will see a good version of it in Airsoft, i.e. long-barreled battle rifle length. I started the sport too late to pick one up, one of the old King Arm versions. Love the show, etc.
Did John write this question?
Yeah, right.
One of our product team members is a huge fan of the FAL. And you got like the perfectly timed question. We have a few new FALs that will be going on the website shortly. I'm not sure who the manufacturer is. I don't think it's King Arms, but I know we have some new ones coming to the market. They'll probably be compatible with other aftermarket parts, so you can make it as good as you want it. And they are long length barrels, and some of them are even old school with wood furniture.
I might add too that if you're referring to the FN FAL from 5 or 6 years ago, technology in airsoft is really growing exponentially.
Yeah,
and
crazy.
Materials and build quality across the board, regardless of manufacturer, have just gotten better in the past 5 years. So even if you weren't terribly impressed with something that was on the market 5 or 6 years ago, the new releases of pretty much every manufacturer are so far and above what we were used to playing with.
Yeah, out of box quality on most everything coming out is really good.
Really good.
Yeah,
And the
absolutely.
upgradability now
Yep.
is better than it ever has been, because now you have a lot more like pieces of the puzzle kind of completed with aftermarket MOSFETs or better quality gear
These
sets.
guys doing quick change springs.
Yeah, quick change springs. I mean, imagine if we had those several years ago.
And battery protection. I mean, switch units have gotten better, and MOSFETs are becoming
Yeah,
commonplace.
they're regular
and
now.
so,
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, and that's really cool to hear that stuff is coming to market. Definitely look out for the new FALs coming to the website. Just check the new product page every day. So they got to be coming up soon. I saw them very recently up here. So one thing we're doing with our new kind of insert style show is we're going to announce our Friday giveaway, and what we're going to be giving away on Friday this week. Check out the Evike.com Facebook page. We're going to be giving away some Enola Gaye patches as well as an Enola Gaye shirt.
Yeah.
Do you know what shirt are we going to be giving away?
I think we'll do random. Like I'm wearing the
I like this one a lot.
respect the game
This
shirt.
one's
Like
really
our
dope.
athletic tee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really like this
Stretchy
shirt. I need one of
material.
these. Yeah.
Or we got camos. We got
the classic
basics.
logo.
So
I
we
have
don't
a
know.
classic.
We'll just kind of mix it up.
We're gonna
That's
mix
cool.
it up.
We'll get-
And so
do
we
the
have
same
several
things.
patches to give away. So basically, make sure you tune into the Airsoft Evike Facebook page on Friday. The contest will go live, and you'll see details of how to enter that contest for patches or a shirt. And be sure to check out Enola Gaye's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube.
all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of
Personal
them.
pages.
Yep.
I mean, you want to follow them?
Yeah,
I
so
need
we'll
numbers.
put all of that stuff in the information in the description below. And anything else you guys want to say? You guys want to do shout outs? Do you want to say hi to mom?
My mom doesn't watch
Yeah.
this.
I don't know. Dude.
Lucky my mom has a computer.
I hear that. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to. All right, fine. I'll go.
No,
away.
just
You want to plug any products? No.
New product that just came out. You should start seeing it at your local field here pretty soon. Is the new BB grenade. We just got those in stock. They started shipping out to local fields this week. Really nice, biodegradable outsides, biodegradable inside BBs, little clay pellets inside.
Very cool. And I know everybody in the description area is asking, is Eva going to carry them? And the answer is sadly not.
No.
There is logistical reasons of why it cannot take place because we're not a
Yes.
field.
Yep, it's
So-
classified as a field use only item.
Yes.
So unfortunately, only fields can
Yes.
sell it. Right
Luckily,
But you
that
can
also
still-
means, though, that you will be able to purchase them potentially at the field at which you play.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to order them and then ship them from here. You can pick them up right before you play
Yeah,
with them.
but we do carry the assortment of Enola Gaye products that you can always add a bunch to the cart. Great for group buys if you want to buy from us. That's a very popular option among teams and friends and players.
it's a good idea.
All right.
Stuff like that. So,
Omar, Darren, Castro, thank you guys for joining us once
his name is
again.
Daniel.
It's Castro.
It's cash.
He didn't have a first name. He's like Madonna.
I called him Daniel earlier. I just figured I'd. Sorry.
You just correct yourself
I
and
know.
call me.
I
Daniel.
figured I'd go the right way.
Driving that bus.
Thanks again for joining us on this episode of the Not So Round Table. If you guys like what we're doing, comment in the section below, letting us know you like it. If you absolutely hated it, like I said, please
That's fine.
let us know.
and the giveaways will go away.
I hated it.
And we'll never do the giveaway.
Never
again.
giveaways again. These we'll just take these patches. They're ours.
Thanks again, guys. We'll see you next week.
See you later, guys.
Smoke out.